Good morning. This is Carole. How are you doing this morning? So I'm tapping in here, creating a video to talk about your joy frequency. So as I started my walk with my beautiful dog this morning, he's right down there. Say hello, Marley. I try to get 10,000 steps in every day. And here in Phoenix, that means getting up at the crack of dawn before it gets too hot during the summer. So we're up early and the air is crisp. And it rained a little bit last night, which is nothing short of a miracle here in the desert. When it rains, we just all experience a lot of joy and relief. So much comfort when it rains here in the desert. So as I'm out here walking Marley, I thought about what I was going to say to you about joy. The first thing I thought to myself is, so I'm up here, crack of dawn, walking the dog. I'm not really experiencing any kind of frequency of joy. No. So I'm thinking, how can I even talk about joy? I don't really feel joy. And how can I speak about joy if I don't feel it right this moment? So it was an interesting experiment this morning. As I'm walking along, I started doing a meditation practice, a walking meditation. There's a lot of recordings on Spotify, and you can just do a search for walking meditation. YouTube has them as well. So you just do a search for walking meditation. So I was listening to a meditation as I was walking this morning. And it was very gentle. I became aware of my breath. I became aware of how the coolness feels on my skin. I became aware of the gratitude I have for another day, the gratitude I have for this sweet dog that I get to walk, gratitude that I get to live in Phoenix where the weather is 8 months of bliss out of the year. We won't talk about the summer. We shall not talk about that. And I started thinking about just all the things I'm grateful for. And so I just became very present in my body as I was walking, thinking about joy. Okay, what does joy look like? What's the frequency of joy? And can I experience it right now as I'm walking with my dog? And how do I teach someone else how to tap into joy? Whatever that looks like. And the first thing I thought is like, sometimes when we think of the word joy, it feels like such a big word, like the kind of joy you feel like when you give birth to your first baby and then your second baby, which I've experienced. That tremendous joy. It's exuberant. It's off the charts. It's bigger than life. It's miraculous. And that's big, big joy. Like, okay, that's good. That's big joy. But what about just everyday, common, when you're walking your dog joy? It doesn't look like that, I don't think. It's like more of a calmness. So then I started thinking, how can I experience some joy on my walk this morning? And as I said, the air was cool when I first started walking. Well, as I'm thinking, how can I experience joy? I rounded a corner on a street, and there was, I'm trying to bring the sun into view. Where is it? Anyway, I walked around a corner, and all of a sudden, I was washed in warm sunshine. And I thought, okay, I'm experiencing some joy right now. That sunshine, because I'm so calm, and so present, so in my body, not letting my mind run around thinking about a million things. I'm just, okay, what is joy? And I started meditating on the word joy. And I can tell you that I'm experiencing joy right now. It doesn't look like a big thing. It's a calmness. It's a calm joy. So I want to keep coming here to record and talk to you about joy. I think we're living in kind of a dark world right now. And I won't go into that because you know what I'm talking about. So how do you experience joy in the middle of darkness? How do you experience joy when you're having trouble with your job, or trouble in your marriage, trouble with your kids? Where's the joy? Can you find it? Is it too audacious to think that you might want to have some joy? Do you think to yourself, well, who am I? Who am I to think that I even deserve to feel joy? And that's okay, you can think on it. And while you're trying to figure out your worthiness, I'm gonna hold that space for you. I'm gonna hold the frequency of joy. So sometimes they say fake it till you make it. Just start to practice the feeling of joy. Just start to notice. And sometimes it takes being quiet and still. Sometimes it takes just being by yourself a little bit. Being in nature is one of the best places to kind of let your body wake up to joy and experience joy, being out in nature like I'm doing right now. I really, really, really hope and pray that this will touch somebody's heart today, and that you'll take some time, be alone, and just feel the presence of joy and experience it. That's like a first step. A first step is just to be quiet, be still, and start to think about, what does joy look like? How does it feel? What's your frequency? What's your, dare I say, vibration? I'm going to get all woo-woo on you before you know it. But it is a frequency. Joy is a frequency. So don't be afraid. Tap in. There's plenty for everybody. There's no shortage of joy. And yes, how dare you experience joy in these dark times? No, go right ahead. We must fight against darkness with joy. The light and love will cast it out, cast out the darkness. So, on that note, I hope you have a great day, and I hope and pray that you experience joy today, whatever that looks like. And let me know how you experienced joy today and how you tapped into joy. Signing off, your friend Carole.